FIBA has released its Gilas Pilipinas 12-man lineup for the FIBA World Cup Asian Qualifiers game against Lebanon. The roster is led by NBA guard Jordan Clarkson and 7'3" big man Kai Soto. PBA players Scotty Thompson, Japeth Aguilar, Jamie Malonzo, Calvin Oftana, and Chris Newsome also made the lineup. And completing that team are B-League players Bobby Ray Parks, Dwight Ramos, 30 and Kiefer Ravenna, as well as UP standout Carl Tamayo. Roosevelt Adams, however, was out from the list, despite earlier joining the 13-man pool initially released by the SBP. The game against Lebanon will take place tomorrow or later at 2 a.m. Manila time.
And to give us his insights about the 12-man Gilas lineup set to compete against Lebanon, joining us live in the studio is PBA champion and basketball analyst Willy Wilson. Thank you for joining us and welcome to the Chiefs.
Welcome to the show. The big story.
Sorry, wrong program. That follows in a few minutes. But anyway, let's start off with this. What do you think are our chances against Lebanon?
I think we have really good chances against Lebanon. As you see, the lineup formation for this game as compared to the previous game, vastly different. We're a lot faster, we're a lot bigger, and also we have a lot more experience. So as you've seen the first time we played them back in July, it was a very young team, backstopped by Ray Parks and the Ravenna brothers. Now it's backstopped mainly by PBA veterans and also the highly anticipated NBA player Jordan Clarkson and Kai Soto.
What do you think about this team not having much practice at all? I mean, we have Jordan Clarkson, we have Kai Soto on the team, but they also got recently together. So the lack of practice can play into that game against Lebanon.
Oh, definitely. That's a very fair assessment. But that is also why you get pros. When you consider the systems and the coaches that a lot of these players have played for, they're very used to playing with different types of players and in different types of systems. So what I'm saying is that they're versatile players and they're very adaptable to whatever situation they're playing in, whatever teammates they're playing with.
No Roosevelt Adams in the lineup, despite him being the 2019 PBA draft pick. So what do you think Coach Schott chose to cut him out from this 12-man pool?
Well, I think he's pretty redundant. As you see with the lineup now, you have a Jordan Clarkson, NBA vet, very athletic player. And then you have a Jamie Malonzo, 6'6", super athlete. Our issues versus Lebanon in the first game was their outside shooting. They're a very good shooting team. They have a stretch big. They're big. They go Arledge, 6'9". They have Haydar, he's about 6'9". Gyok Chan is 6'9", and he's their stretch big. So what they do is they spread you out. They go ball screen with Arakji, and they just break you down off the dribble. Now we have all of these athletes on the team. Chris Newsome is there to chase these shooters around, cut off their three-point shooting, and I think having Roosevelt Adams would have just been redundant with what's already there.
How do you compare the potential dynamics of this team with the previous team?
Well, as I said earlier, they have a lot more experience and they're a lot bigger. The previous team had Gio Chu, which went 6'9". He was their biggest player. Now you have the 7'3" Kai Soto, fresh from his stint in Australia, with lots and lots of experience to bring to the team. Very excited to play for the national team and against Lebanon. And then Japeth Aguilar, 6'9". So they're a lot bigger. They don't have a wealth of bigs on there, but what they're making up for that lack of height is speed and athleticism with Chris Newsome, Jamie Malonzo. Obviously, you have the Ravenna brothers there, and Jordan Clarkson.
Do you think that's going to be the story of this Gilas Pilipinas team? I mean, leading to the FIBA World Cup next year, should we bank on speed and agility instead of height? Because that's what we've been lacking for the past games. And what do you think of the whole pool, the national team pool, where we already getting players from different stakeholders?
Well, I think with regards to going speed versus height, I think maybe moving forward, you add in a Junmar Fajardo. But then if God willing, if Kai Soto's available, you have Kai Soto, 7'3". He would be one of the biggest players internationally. So I don't think height would be an issue with Kai, Japith, and Junmar. Maybe a Greg Slaughter might be available. So that's 3 players that are, international by international standards, very, very tall. What I feel we are lacking in is that athleticism and that speed, which now we have made up for with the addition of Jordan Clarkson. Jamie Malonzo, very, very athletic player. As you see, his PBA highlights are just full of amazing highlight reel dunks, 6'6". What teams are going to do is they're either going to beat you up inside or they're going to beat you up outside with their speed. I feel now we have the height to match with teams inside, and we have the speed and athleticism to match up with teams on the perimeter.
Okay, just as a final note, before the game later on, the Filipino basketball fans haven't cut this team any slack when it comes to, losing or with whatever lineup. How do you feel about this lineup going into Lebanon? And do you feel excited about the prospects, about where the Gilas program is heading?
I'm definitely excited about where the Gilas program is heading. All they need is continuity. You have no control over whether players are available or not. So for these players answering the call, being available for Gilas, time in, time again, I have nothing but admiration for the players, for the coaches, for Coach Chot, for him to step up to the plate, answer the call, and to coach this team. He's in the middle of a finals series right now, and he's answering the call for flag and for country.
Well, it seems he has a lot of things to manage, not just inside the court, but a lot of political will as well to get players to stay in the team. We're looking forward to the first game of Jordan Clarkson with this lineup. Maraming salamat, PBA champion and basketball analyst, Willy Wilson.